Hello friends, and welcome to YiaYia's Heart Tarot. Today I'm continuing in my series of weekly messages from the departed. I am grateful to be able to bring these messages to you, and I hope that they come at a time when they can help you with whatever it is you may be struggling with. We all are struggling at various times, and to have a trusted loved one help us through those times is so important. And so if your trusted loved ones have passed on, or if a trusted loved one has passed on, someone that you would like to receive guidance from, someone that you used to turn to when they were here, someone that you still probably talk to and turn to, but you maybe just can't hear their replies as much as you used to. So I'm happy to be able to help to bring these messages to you, and I hope that I can do that in a way that is clear and uplifting and helpful to you. So let's get started. Spirit, can you please bring me messages to let my listeners know who it is that is coming through for them, who it is that is bringing messages to them. This person is someone who helped you when you were in a really bad place, in a really bad way, when you really needed someone and you didn't really have much of anyone to turn to. You were alone. You felt like you were isolated, that you had no one you could turn to. This individual was there for you, and they came to you when you least expected. So that's who the individual is that's coming through now. Spirit, can you please give us a card to represent the relationship that my listeners had with this departed one? A card to represent the relationship that they had with this departed. Please, Spirit. Kind of relationship. So this individual was someone who may have been your mother, and it may have been, I feel as though that she was not necessarily in your life. Perhaps you were given up for adoption. Perhaps this individual was just had their own issues and they were not around very much for you. Perhaps they just worked all the time. Maybe they were just emotionally distant. But this individual was a mother, was your mother, or a mother. I hesitate to say mother figure because I feel like this person should have been a mother, but they weren't really there for you, which is what made it so surprising when they were there for you when you really needed someone. So I feel like this individual is someone who should have been a mother or mother figure for you, but initially was not there when they should have been early on. But they did come to you when you were in dire need. Spirit, can you please provide us a card to identify the query or the question or the need or concern from my listeners? What is their question or concern? Okay, so we got the King of Swords and we got the Chariot card. So the question or concern that you have now is regarding clarity in moving forward in a situation. There is a situation in your life right now that is compelling you to move forward. It's something that you feel like you need to act upon, but you don't know how, or you are afraid to act on this situation, or you don't understand the best way to move forward with this situation. But you are at a place right now where you feel very strongly that you need to do something. Something's got to change. Or someone is pushing you to do something. I keep hearing you may be getting kicked out of your living space. There is potentially an authority figure that is pushing you to do something that you're not ready for, that you're not, that you don't want to do, but they have some sort of authority over you, and so they may be putting pressure on you to make a decision, to actually act. I mean, not even a decision. It's almost as though they've made the decision for you and they're just pushing you to do what they want you to do. Spirit, what is the reply of the departed to my listeners? What is their reply? What is their advice? Okay, so the reply that we're getting from your loved ones is that basically take this burden and go. Basically, whatever this authority figure is pushing you that they want you to do, that they're pushing you to make a decision. But again, I feel like the decision, they're not really giving you a decision, they're just telling you, you need to do this. And so your loved one is saying that you need to go through with what it is. Again, I keep getting this picture of getting pushed out of a living space, being evicted from an apartment, having to leave some place that you feel at home or call home, that you don't feel like you're ready to do, but your loved one is saying that you need to gather up your things and go, because the situation is only going to get worse, and if you take what you have now and get out of the situation, you may not be in a very comfortable place, but you won't lose everything. You'll still have what you have now, and you will be able to move forward. It might be difficult to do that, but you will be able to maintain what you have now. As far as I'm really picturing that this is sort of a rental situation, and that your loved ones are telling you just to kind of get your stuff and get out, find something else, and you will find something else. It will take a little bit of a struggle. It will take a little bit of a search. It will be a little bit difficult for a bit, but if you don't do this, you're going to lose everything. I feel like you could potentially get locked out without any of your things. So your loved one or your departed messenger is just telling you to take your stuff, gather up your things, and go. Spirit, what is something that the departed wants my listeners to know? What do they want them to know? What does the departed want them to know? Okay, so what the departed wants you to know is that by getting out of this situation, you're actually going to end up having more stability and more solid choices. You're going to have balance. You're going to have, very much so, you're going to have more balance in your life. You're going to have more stability in your life. You're going to find something that's a better foundation for you, that is more, it just kind of holds you better. And it is going to allow you to pursue things that are not wrapped up entirely in your survival. I feel like right now everything is about just absolutely doing what you have to do to survive. And the departed wants you to know that by getting out of this situation, you're actually going to land in a place that is more stable for you, that is it's just a safer place, and it's going to allow you to stop spending all of your time and energy just chasing after safety. It's actually going to allow you to start to reach for and realize some dreams that you have had. So I don't know if someone is going to take you in and provide you with a safe place to stay and support, but that's the feeling that I'm getting from this, that you're going to land on your feet. You're going to find yourself in a place that just basically sort of cocoons you in safety, and gradually over time being in this environment now, it's going to allow you to stop living in survival mode all the time, and you'll be able to go back to school or start a career or a business that you've always wanted to do, or spend more time mentoring somebody, children, or just something that you've always dreamed of doing, but you never thought that you could, because you've just had to scrape all the time and always focus on what needed to get done. And that was so much your focus and so much a concern and a stressor that you really didn't have time to do anything beyond that. You didn't have time to even think about doing anything beyond that, but now you will. Now, once you get out of the situation that you're in now, that you're being pushed out of anyway, so don't resist it. Grab your stuff and go. You're going to land in a better place that's going to nurture you a lot more, that's going to give you just a solid place. It's going to be a place where you come home. You're still going to feel like it's, the rug's going to get pulled out from under you. Everything's going to drop out, but it's not. And so over time, you're going to come to realize that it's okay to be in this space. It's okay to receive this gift of this space, and start to nurture yourself to where you can get back to being a much more whole individual, and bring forward some of your gifts, because you haven't been able to do that because they've been stifled while you just tried to survive. So Spirit, Thank you so much for these messages. Let's get some clarity, if we could, or just some final messages here. Let's get some final messages from the departed. Let's use these oracle cards here. So, departed loved ones, can you please provide some additional messages, some final messages, some words of wisdom, whatever you want to bring forth for your loved ones here that you're speaking to today? Okay, so the card that we got, this is interesting. It's a little white fox, but it has horns, like a mountain goat horns. And so to me, this is saying that you're not going to lose your strength. You're not going to lose your power of who you are, your inner strength, by being soft, by being more childlike. You will still have your inner strength. And so let me read what this card says for you. It says, you may find yourself on an unclear path, unsure of your footing, a time of new beginnings. Yet just as the future is uncertain with what challenges it will bring, also remember it can offer magic, mystery, and opportunity. Be silent and still, watch and listen, but do not cease to dream of the life you wish. Your mind at this time can be your support while simultaneously playing the insidious saboteur. Stay curious and light, as worry will only serve to release toxins into the world and your being. So, it talks about don't cease to dream, and this card that we got here, the message from your loved one, is all about realizing your dreams. So, and this also talks about, finding yourself on a path that you're unsure of, that you're unclear where you're supposed to go. So, and a time of new beginnings. So, this message from your departed is confirming that even though this feels unsure and it feels challenging, don't lose sight of who you are and the dreams that you have, and don't let worry and fear sabotage your moving forward to enjoying your life and realizing your dreams. So, beautiful messages there. I hope that those spoke to you. I hope that your situation is safe. If you are in need of assistance, look into local agencies that can help you with housing. There are always resources available. But hopefully, it looks like this loved one knows that you're going to land on your feet. So I hope that that's the case for you, and I wish you the best of luck. And thank you for spending time with me today. And I'll be back soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.